Bora's murder accused, Indrani Mukerjea, her mother, is out of jail today on a day's parole for the final rites of her father who passed away in Assam a few days back. In fact, her son Sheena Bora has objected to Indrani's visit in Assam for her father's last rite. In fact, CBI has also rejected her plea to visit Assam for last rites. So Indrani performing the last rites of her father in Mumbai itself. Well, she had left from the Baikula Women's Jail today morning and went to her residence at Marlow in Worli. At the Worli home, she will be performing puja, which will go on for around 1 or 2 hours. From Marlow, she will go to Ganga, which is in south of Mumbai. At this place, she will again perform puja for 2 hours. She's likely to have food outside, and some of her relatives are expected to be with her as well. Well, according to the rules, Indrani has to be inside the jail before 7 p.m. in the evening, but is likely to go back inside the jail earlier. Well, let me go back across to Siddhant, who's joining us with more on this from Mumbai. Well, Siddhant, Indrani is finally out of jail. It is going to be a huge relief. However, this is for the last rites of her father. Something interestingly, her son has objected to.
Well, yes, you know, Indrani got to know about his father's death just a week after he expired on 15th December, and he made an application in the special court and said that she wants permission to go to Assam to conduct the final rites. But in a reply filed by CBI later, CBI reply contains the mail sent to CBI by Sheena Bora, Indrani's son, and Mikhail objected to her visit to Assam. Mikhail clearly said that he was taking care of his grandfather, and his grandfather adopted him as a son when Indrani came to Mumbai, and Indrani never looked back at us. She never used to send us help, money assistance to us, and it was my grandfather who gave me this upbringing, who gave me this life. So there's no need of Indrani to be here. I have already performed the last rite. So that was Mikhail's mail to CBI, and CBI has enclosed that mail along with the reply filed by CBI opposing Indrani should be allowed to go to Assam for the last trial. Now, considering the humanitarian grounds, court has granted her parole for a day, bail for a day, for 12 hours, I would say, from 7 a.m. in the morning to 7 p.m. And right now, Indrani is in Mulund at a temple where she is performing the last rites of her father, and from there she might be going to a talao where the last rites will be performed, and then she will be sent back to the Baikula Women's Prison. So now the 12 hours are with Indrani, where she can go and do all the required religious ceremonies for the last rites of her father, and then she can go back to jail. What is more important is that she is allowed to have lunch outside jail for the very first time in last 1.5 years after the arrest and custody of Indrani. So Indrani was very clear to procure bail and parole for to go to Assam and conduct last rite, but CBI objected to it. Even Sheena Bora, her own son, objected to it, and he cited the reasons of that how Indrani was not taking good care of her family back in Assam, of her father, of her mother, of her son, and the grandfather gave them a good upbringing, and they were the guardian.
Right.
And even then Mikhail was handling, and Mikhail mentioned that also, that my grandfather was bedridden for 1 year, but she never took any cognizance. So this is all what happened in special court CBI, but keeping humanitarian grounds, court permitted him to be out from a jail for a day, for 12 hours, and now before 7 p.m. she needs to go back to women's prison in Baikula, and right now she is in Mulund performing the last rites of her father. Now she will be going to Talao, where the ceremony will be followed, and from there she'll have a lunch and go back to Baikula Women's Prison. Back to
right.
you.
Well, keep tracking the very latest developments there. By 7 p.m. we expect Indrani to return to the Baikula jail as her 24-hour parole gets over.